10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3,
2,
1.
0.
Hello, this is your host, Jaded, aka Little Tipsy in the booth. I am joined today by the one, the only Knock Gollum. Say hey.
Hey! What's up, everybody?
This should be a fun match. We got Phoenix versus Iron today. We're still waiting for the rest of these players to filter in, so should be a good one.
Yeah, and today it looks like Phoenix has got their full lineup in. They've got .com as always, but also Big Boy J, Abrackers, Sarah Lewin, and Man with a Perm. A very, very solid lineup.
And additionally, I did receive word there will be a slight 10-minute delay today. I was informed by the captains. Just a heads up on that. So if you are waiting in the chat, just so you know, we were told in advance.
Oh man, we're gonna have to hang out for 10 minutes? What a
no.
travesty.
What are we gonna
Hang out
talk
with
about?
Jaded and Gollum?
Actually, I got something we could look at.
Sure.
I do have the standings current for Season 7 Cycle 2, beautifully made by the one, the only Style Dev. Also, shout out to Style Dev. He did become a dad last week. Actually, just this week. So congrats to Style Dev, to his little baby Style Dev. He's now a father. But yeah, the standings right now are... There's been some upsets from the first cycle. A lot of surprising shifts in C3K MMR. What are your thoughts, actually?
I'm really impressed with UNSC's performance last cycle. I think it's going to be a matter of time whether or not they stay in this top spot here, as Phoenix has a very, very good lineup. Not just in this match, but in general, their roster is very solid. And I've been impressed with their performance in the past, and they have a lot of the same people that they've had in the past too, holding down the fort basically. .com is a very, very good player to have on any team and build a lot of your strategy around, but Abracker is also a very flexible player. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Phoenix stacks up against a lot of these other teams, but even in general, Sky, Envy, Life, Supernova,
Sky
and
top
Control,
3
of course.
Dasher was crazy.
Supernova, I think this is probably their strongest season yet. They've got some tough contenders, like Control, for example, is obviously going to stay in Dasher all season. I'd be
I
surprised
just work here.
they went anywhere else.
Not if I'm playing. If I'm playing, we're dropping. For real. It's okay. But no, I'm definitely excited. Supernova for sure. Last year was more of a build season because they lost a lot of their OG players from the team last season. But they had a lot of really solid rookie pickups. I'm excited to play them tomorrow. So if you haven't already checked out, I will go ahead and read off some of the matches we have for this weekend. So right now, obviously, Phoenix versus Iron. Catch me again in the booth in like 3.5 hours. We've got UNSC versus Iron. So this is Iron's double header for the day. So make sure you guys watch both of those. We've got at 6 p.m. EST, we've got Ajax versus Emu. We've got Goose in the booth for that. So make sure you guys give him a shout out. We love Goose. Also at 9 p.m. EST, we've got Jester versus Emu. So Emu also has a double header today, so it's turning into a pretty common theme for a lot of teams wanting to have 2 matches in one day. And then a late night game, we got 9:30 EST, we got Sith versus Rook. And right now, Rook is top of Sprinter. So that'll be a fun matchup. I'm excited to see that. Not biased at all because my husband's on the team. And then for tomorrow, right now, we've got Hacks versus Limbo at 3 p.m. EST. At 4 p.m. EST, we've got 12 a.m. versus ATX. This is ATX first season with us. We all know and love them from all the pubs. And so we're excited to see them continue on the comp scene. At 6 p.m. EST, we've got Control versus Supernova. Gotta watch that, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there might be a couple more matches that end up getting scheduled and thrown on there. But, yeah. Should be fun.
I'd like to talk about Sprinter tier for a minute because three
Yes.
teams, ATX, 12am, and Wolf, are all new this season. All fairly promising teams, but they have a lot to contend with. As per usual, the Sprinter seems like the most unsure of like the rankings of teams of the three tiers. It just there's so much back and forth as teams start to solidify their strategy, which often is what holds teams back from being in high Sprinter if they have a lot of solid players on their lineup. And as the season goes on, the Sprinter tier starts to solidify, but a lot of teams you will see bounce between Sprinter and Dasher more than between Sprinter and Walker as the season goes on. And it makes sense that it's the in-between tier, but
there are the most teams in it, so there's definitely
yeah.
going to be some upsets, and there's going to be quite a few times that I think Sprinter tier is going to have to hop into Dasher, play some Dasher teams, and, you know, try to avoid dropping too much, because every year the same thing happens where, you know, there's always those teams that are like right on the cusp of Sprinter and Dasher, and it's like they'll have some, you know, really good matchups, and then they'll just like all of a sudden at the end of the season they have to play a like a Dasher team that, you know, got stomped really hard, and then they're having to like keep their MMR and seed ranking to try to say it, you know, without dropping too far.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention that Rook also fresh this season. Their name's very reminiscent of the late Team Knight. I think that was just 2 seasons ago. I start to mix up the seasons after a certain time, but being led by Lobster Master once again.
Absolutely. It was a combination of what was season 5 was Team, so Team played Knight a lot. So they had a lot of friends, and so Knight sat out season 6 and then came back for season 7, and then Knight combined with what was the remnants of the Team OG players. So Team turned into Hush for season 6, kept playing, and then season 6 Hush combined. And so they wanted a rebrand because it was, at the time, it was like a half and half for the new team. And then we still got Humble Drumbles. Jake from State Farm joined, one of our casters from last season, so it's his first season playing League. Lobster Master has already in the Circle Cycle back. If you guys haven't already watched that, please go check that out. It's also on the Dash League Network. Rook Lobster Master got a shout out for, you know, leading their teams from Cycle 1 for both their match wins, which gave them this boost in MMR and seed. So I'm excited. Jedi is actually wanting you to 1v1 him in chess right now, Gollum. If you're looking at the chat.
do you have fifth dimensional chess with multiverse time travel, which is a real game, by the way, on Steam? If you got that, I'll play you in that.
I thought you were joking at first. Sub game. But yeah.
Yeah, man, that's such
Hi,
a
Jaded.
ridiculous game.
Oh,
But
Calamity said, "Hi, Jaded, not Gollum. What's your opinion on who will take the first map?"
I mean, as much as I really like Iron, and I'm impressed with their new pickups, and they've always been a team that has very good camaraderie, what they always struggle with compared to the top Dasher teams is the overall firepower just of their individual members. This season, being their most experienced season, they have the best chance of actually solidly placing in the Dasher tier, but it's going to be tough, and PHNX is my favorite to win any of these maps. I'd be very surprised if Iron, even if they bring it close, were able to achieve victory here. Now that said, this is still early on in the season, and if I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen the other Iron matches yet, so they could be bringing something different. They've got Lazarus, who's going to be sitting out this first map. As always, they've got 4, who used to be on Loop, who's a very solid player. They've Shout, also a very good captain in addition to player, and they've got a lot of flexibility, and I think that gives them an opportunity to stack up against these top teams, but they really have to have their stuff together if they want a chance. It's a question of whether or not that's the case here.
I actually think that Iron will take the payload personally.
Okay.
Because they pick fights as a team, they play around cart a lot, so their cart focus is excellent. I do think if they can get checkpoint, I do think they can take the payload because they have a very strong blue side. And then I do think PHNX will probably take the quarry. That common tunnel is rough, man. It's rough. He is so fast. But I do think it will go to a control point today. That actually, and I think it's really just, I think it's gonna go to a tiebreaker. That's my prediction. But we'll see. But also, shout out to Ildefi. He has also greatly improved from last season. He was also a candidate for most improved for last season. I don't know. We all joked that he got the ancient Hawaiian trainings from Mad Clever when he visited Hawaii, but he has become an insane player. So definitely keep an eye on him today. Obviously, they have Toss now called Junko. We've got B in right now. We love to see B coming back to play. They were an older player. They're pretty cracked. They killed me a lot of times.
Yeah, B's similar to F2P over on Light, or Life rather, is a very solid player whose presence is in the league, in league games specifically, is inconsistently felt. And as a result, I feel like as much as everybody's aware that players like B and F2P are very good players, they're still underestimated because you don't see them as consistently, but their flexibility and their speed and how they seem to just naturally understand how the game works and what you need to do plays really well into their ability to support the rest of their team. And when they are there, it seems like their presence and their ability to take space is felt by the rest of their teammates, and that's going to be a big help to Iron today.
Absolutely. Also, I see from Jaded is asking where's Soup Maker. I don't know, man. I don't know.
That could be part of the delay.
Also, Hogrider, you were complaining about my lack of green screen. If you want me to full green screen, all I have to do is change my lights in the background and one other thing. Here, just for you. I'll update it. Although I will say, we should have a merch store coming out. I don't know if Gollum can talk more on that.
Yes, yeah. The merch store is going to be up soon. The Heis and Willow have been huge contributors here. Oh, very nice chair.
And if you want
and then the light switch.
Actually, this is my Dashley hoodie, so check out the merch store. I'm sure there'll be something along these lines available, so you can be wearing your swag. But yeah, I think it makes a nice chair cover for now while I'm
I think so too. We've also been delving into 3D printing a decent amount, so be on the lookout for those things. We've got a couple tournament ideas, like the 1v1 tournament, for example, or a contest. I think is a little bit closer to how it should be described. And those 3D printed guns are very, very good. I'm really excited to seeing the rest of what we can work out here.
Oh, absolutely. There are a lot of players that have pretty similar names, so I'd be needing to see some more 1v1s soon.
Also, if we want to just get back into the how Iron is going to take this payload, while I may disagree with the overall outcome, I do think that there is a chance for Iron. I'll give you that much. That if Iron has their stuff together, and specifically if they're able to keep track of what .com and Abrackers usually bring to the table, Sar Lewin, Man with a Perm, Big Boy J, all very good players, but within their own right. Correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like they're mostly pistol sightline players. If you're able to work around that standard high level of play with very skilled players who are good at sightlining with mainly pistols, that's one thing. Most teams have to work around that for Dasher tier. But Abrackers with a shock, assuming they're playing Launchpad today, right?
No, it's Canyon.
Oh, it's Canyon?
It's Canyon.
Oh my gosh, I totally mixed up.
Cycle 2,
it's-
sir.
so
Cycle
that-
2. You'd stop
that
playing the
changes
game and
things.
you just like forget the reason.
And you just get out of it, yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
not on a
Master's
team this
Day.
season. There we go. We can show that to everybody. With the canyon, that actually changes things. The Brackers is very, very good with the shocks, but there's not a whole lot of places to get it in the pre-checkpoint when you're red, and I think that's really where Iron is going to be in an uphill battle, as it were. Not on the defense when Iron is red, but on payload is all well and good until .com suddenly appears in your backline like Goku and starts taking out your
Appears.
players one by
Hey,
one.
surprise.
if they're able to keep track of .com and able to prevent the explosives that I would assume a Brackers or maybe Big Boy J would start picking up, then they have something to work with. Then that togetherness is really going to work out. But it's a matter of, can they do that? And can they work up against these very high tier players, in addition to countering the things that bring PHNX from very good to excellent, like .com getting into your backlines.
It's gonna be tricky, for sure. I do think Iron will get checkpoint, but we'll have to see what happens. One of the things I'm curious about, so I'm assuming it'll probably be, for a PHNX, probably men with a perm will be on rockets. Jashar Lewin might grab some SMGs. .com typically on pistols. We know a Brackers will probably grab the shocks. So, I don't know, do you know if Big Boy normally picks up some more heavies?
Well, maybe I could be wrong about that. I suppose we'll only really know when we get into the map. One thing with, as far as the heavy pickups goes, I've noticed more and more throughout the season, players starting to get somebody on their team, anybody on their team, to use SMGs on defense, and somebody on their team offense when they're blue using shield. I'm not sure if PHNX is going to do that, but I can almost guarantee that somebody on Iron, whether that's B or somebody else, is going to end up using the shield in one way or another. D really popularized that strat with Vertigo getting very, very good.
We all want to
proficient
copy them.
at that. Exactly. Everybody wants to be the late team D. So if they're able to make that work out, since blue has a shield right in their spawn, and it's very easy for red to get double SMGs, then great. If you can lock down that main rail and force .com to go through one route or another, force the rest of PHNX to go through one route or another, then great. And if Iron, since they're starting as red, is able to keep that flank dash down and used up, so that nobody on PHNX can flank behind them, that, more than any one single thing, is going to give them the chance to win here, to hold enough time at this checkpoint to possibly get a pre-check, since this is the most likely map to pre-check anybody out of any
It
of them.
is indeed. Teams have held each other at 51%, and you need 51.5 just to get through the checkpoint. So it's gonna be crazy. Also, I am seeing, it looks like we do have all of our players in.
Oh yeah.
We should be just about ready to start.
So we're on PHNX once again, Man for Sarluin.com, Brackers, Big Boy J. On Iron, Shout, Eldefi, Junko, 4, and B. Very interesting lineup,
Should
but
be
also definitely one of their top lineups for.
Also,
for
why is Spaghetti in the
teams.
chat and not in this match, though?
Yeah, come on, Spaghetti, what are you
Bro.
doing?
Also, we do have our league payload and team chat only. Mutators on, and we should be ready to go.
Iron versus PHNX.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Prepare to start.
Let's see some of that red side rollout.
So that's going to be
IV on shotgun.
Junko in the bottom right with the double SMGs watching that main rail. That's a good call for Team Iron. Junko has very solid aim. Very good with the pistols within their own right, but he's able to adapt with the SMGs well, that you can lock down just about any sightline, one sightline by yourself. So the rest of Iron can prevent him from getting flanked.
Takes out
One
Sasor.
kill. Okay, that's the first kill of the match. Sarluin is down. Iron loses Junko. That's that SMG's down. So 4 needs to make a move soon if he wants to get any sort of delay on
Ooh,
the
gets
start.
another pick though. Can you make a third? He's He's on it.
Aw,
Oh, take it out.
Good kills by .com. Now going to look for those rockets. Whoa, good
Immediately
trade there.
sniped. Oh my gosh.
That was very well done by B. Unfortunately, that does work out better for Phoenix, though, since .com is going to spawn right next to that cart.
Card is
I believe
already
that's Junker
back
jumping
down,
in.
and next player's on though.
Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. The shield. It's going to be B on defense with the shield and rocket.
It is a popular
to
combo
rocket.
for Rocketeers. I just personally find that the shield brings so much attention into his rockets. Ooh, nice pick in the tunnel though into Star.
If you run under the concept of the Rocketeer always being the player that everybody looks for, and you just assume that you're going to be found and hit in one way or another, then the shield actually makes some sense.
It definitely draws
As far
attention
as-
to it.
Yeah, daring people to shoot at you, basically. But there we go. Phoenix got that
Ooh,
flank
another
dash.
pick.
Good kill by B. The card is stopped currently. Okay, just now started moving. .com with that kill on the rockets. Good shout. And now it's just Ivy on the
Braggers,
cart.
take it down.
Whoa. The card is still moving though. I don't know
Double
if 4 is
stacked.
aware of that.
Ooh, rockets are still up though.
Good flank on the cart too. Phoenix got a little bit split up there. That was a little bit of a discoordinated push, but now oh no, that flanker by Phoenix just now got taken out. Iron is in a very good spot here as long as 4 can hold down this flank sideline. Pulls a little bit of attention away, but
Goes back to
Brackers is
Brackers.
too aware with those shocks.
Definitely
gets a
POV.
kill.
Let's go.
Phoenix
That
is moving that
snapshot.
card. Defi is not moving in.
Oh, gets it in. Nice. Toss playing a little blind card. I will say, the form that's in the box, they are a little bit above league average right. We're getting to this corner. Inside has been extremely strong.
Oh yes, pretty much every one of their pushes by Phoenix has done something, which is exactly what you want. As long as every push gets a little bit of movement, then you're on track to make
Jocom
it.
behind. Going for rockets.
Does miss the kill there. As soon as he moves into close range, those rockets need to be ready to dodge.
They
I
don't-
don't know
I don't
if
know
B
if
is
they
aware.
do.
Jocom gets the flank dash again.
Oh, he's just stealing all the dashes behind, but his team's not really touching cart
The
right
card
now.
is not moving while Jocom is stealing this flank.
One.
I think that's the shout and 4 dead.
Oh,
Rockets are
rockets
still
are down.
up. Good kill by .com. Now backing out. The
But
card is still not moving though.
He's got a touch of movement. So right now, Iron's doing an excellent job shutting this down.
And completely ignoring .com. I'm not usually a proponent for just ignoring the flanker like this, but it seems to be working out
Ooh,
very well.
you spoke
for
too
Iron.
soon. Cart's moving right now. Rockets are back down. .com still in the background, already to 43%. Cart got a good push there.
.com with the double shotgun. This is dangerous.
The
Does
long
not get that
range.
flank dash though. They know that he's trapped and B is aware of .com's
Ooh,
position.
takes down Toss.
Takes out Junko. And the rockets are in that flank. .com is just going to go ahead and retreat once again. Grabs some dashes, goes in for the
Oh,
kill.
misses.
Misses the kill on B. What? How did that happen?
Shotgun diff. Oh, takes down Rockets.
Gets the kill. There we
Rockets
go.
and perfectly timed because Carter's back up immediately. He wants to steal that rocket ticket though for resource deprivation. Oh, goes on. He is still alive. He is on
Team
a
wipe. Oh,
8,
he
9
follow
kill
up.
streak.
Now he needs to jump on that cart.
Oh, he's taken down.
SMGs. That sideline watch, I think, is something that Iron has been
Cart is
missing,
moving.
and that's why he's switching up here. I don't know if Iron is going to get a Rocketeer or not, but they really need to lock in that flank dash. That has been hurting them a lot recently.
Some more ways to recycling that just prevent them from getting right, especially .com. You
I
saw how
think
much
.com
damage
just
he
got
did.
that flank dash. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yep, he is behind them. Oh, on Cart. Cart is moving. They only need 1% here. That is
Not quite it.
checkpoint.
Okay, and now 4 in the back line is just going to delay things as long as possible. All of Iron alive right now, but of course Phoenix has the spawn advantage. Minute and a half checkpoint is very, very good time.
Absolutely, especially for Canyon, we'll need that time as they start playing against Iron spawn advantage.
Whoa! Brackers with a double charge shot taking out B. B was not ready for that. He thought he was going to have a few more kills left in him before dying behind that cart.
Man
That was
with a
very well
burn
done by
pushing it
Brackers.
too. Do you see some kills, trades ahead? There's some early disruption. They're trying to fight main rail, keep hold of the stashes. Meanwhile, one player, as you can see on that minimap, is moving in. Brackers is just watching behind. It's like he's
Just chilling.
Yeah, he was.
Iron is not.
This is
They've
what
not
we
been
call
able to get past
a
this
free
board
ride
defense.
for a little bit.
It was just about in time. We got a decent free ride for a while. Iron finally starting to catch up to the cart. Phoenix just about to get another wipe unless B goes crazy mode here. Good kills there. I don't know if that last player is aware.
They do.
Oh, okay, it looks
Oh,
like
nice ring around a
Whoa,
Rosie.
good flank by B.
That was
Got taken out by
absolutely-
Saloon. But
SMGs are up. We called it. Golden SMGs. Ooh, takes down AB. Nice
Nobody's
sight
losing that
lane.
card by
Watching
Phoenix. They
shocks
lost
are
a little
down.
bit of
3 of
time.
them are down. And Clark's finally back up.
Interesting play by Sarloon, just bouncing up and down.
Great use
This,
of ledge
very
dropping.
solid
Like your dashes reload. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going for him.
Push. That was a
so
good push.
Oh,
Forcing Sarloon out of that
delayed
position.
drop.
Good kill. Now the card has been stopped once again. Phoenix still making excellent time, but this is the first, I think, solid stop out of
Back
Iron.
up.
Even then, Phoenix.
Ooh. Card is back up. He's back in his perch. Going for it. Trying to take down the attic. Nice dodge. Ooh, takes down Tossed. Sorry, Junko. I really just start calling him Junko. Oh my gosh. Oh no! The
Oh
shield!
no, he got the shield on accident. That's why you gotta have button pickup.
It's okay. There's
Maybe
a
he was going
second
for a
pickup
reload.
right there. Easy.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Phoenix had
Cart's
a
in the
brief triple
corner,
stack.
right at junction with 5 minutes 15, taking excellent pace here, double stacking even, trying to get it out from underneath this open area, as this is considered one of the choke points on Canyon, because you lose that spawn advantage.
I really liked that backup out of Sarloon. You can see that experience playing here in knowing when to take fights versus when to just chill for a moment, let your team catch up. He's not desperately trying to die on that cart, since he knows his pickups are very valuable and the sightlines he was watching are valuable. It's making it so that Iron has very few options to approach that cart. Normally, I wouldn't encourage players to be playing for kills, but when you're making it so difficult for Iron to approach and consistently stop that objective and then get into your allies' fate, it ends up working out very
And cleaning up the
well.
flank,
But
so his team
oh
can
my
keep
gosh,
pushing
Junko
ahead.
almost getting that kill there.
He's on a
Stop
7-day
by Iron.
streak right now, not counting all the
And
damage or
it's
assists.
probably about to get to 8.
Yep.
Yep. There's 4. Phoenix picking
Oh
their
my
battles, trying to get a
gosh.
couple more picks before they move in.
The star is on
They are losing a little bit of time
right
here. I wonder if they're playing a little too cautiously, actually.
fire.
A bridge pickup is available. Sarloon lets his teammate
Looks like
get
they're
it.
pushing up
Goes
now.
into more kills.
It's another
It's like
3 of
they're
them are
trying to
down.
Trying to get a full wipe
Shout
on
takes him
Iron
down.
before
Cart's
they do
moving
anything.
though.
Okay, good card riding out of Big Boy J. A good dashing kill by 4. Now needs to clear that basement.
I need
Cart
the
is
shot.
moving once again.
It's big.
Or pops up.
He's still at
The-
like 5 HP. It's
the
another. There
longer-
we go.
The longer this wipe takes for Iron, the more time Phoenix has to do another miniature group up and start to get even more movement, which we saw just there. It took a little bit too long to clear that cart, and then Phoenix was able to move in and get some more objective movement, and now we're in the 90% here. I like what 4 was going for there, in trying to lock down that bottom side of the basement, where a lot of Phoenix players will try to
3 minutes on the clock.
approach cart.
95%. Excellent pace.
This consistent movement out of Phoenix is just very hard for Iron to deal with. They need somebody, anybody, to try and pull attention, but Phoenix is not taking the bait any
Iron
which
needs to
way.
be taking those dash pickups. They're just giving them so much time and space to group up and grab pickups.
And it's not an easy thing to do. I wear it's one thing to say that, another thing entirely to do it. That's just what's gotta get done if you want to have a chance to take this. One last Phoenix player left alive.
Was a
I
good
think that's
clear.
everybody. Now it's just when will Iron realize it and get that momentum back in their favor. B about to take a peek here. Didn't expect to get jumped on. 1 kill there. Abrackers now going for just cart movement, and Iron is not in position to stop this fully. Definitely barely getting the kills there.
99.74%.
2 minutes left on the clock.
Go
Can
skip.
Iron get that forward defense up, or will Phoenix just jump straight through with a shield and
Goes for
rocket? Is that
rockets.
.com?
And the shield on cart. I believe that was .com.
Alright, he knew there's just a couple percentage points left, and he got it.
Absolutely.
Switching
Now we'll switch
sides.
sides. Real quick, let's take a brief look at the scores. Right now, top kills overall. Toss. Junko on Iron, 42-34. Oh, they had a drop for Iron.
Uh-oh. I think that was a shout, maybe?
Oh, Dragon
Oh.
is in.
He must have been having a bad connection or something.
Okay, on a level 1 account. Brand new.
Match starts in
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Man with perm double
First
shotties.
elimination.
And full shots. Man with the perm standing in front of Nebraska made my excuse my language, made my sphincter tighten just a little bit. 'Cause that's a very dangerous position for explosives to be in, but
It
they worked it
is.
out.
They did. Meanwhile, SMG is up in Mars. Not surprised with Cesar Lewin. .com already on a 3K right now.
And,
They're
still
getting
tearing
some
things
moves
up.
though.
Sarloon moving in to try and pull the attention away.
Beast
.com
snipes.
and Sarloon taken out. Shots move in, but they don't
They're
get any kills,
down.
so no dashes.
Great push. Notice how closely Iron is playing around the corner. They're not really over-disrupting. They're trying to keep control of main rail and chaos here.
And
They're
stealing
keeping
that
that
shot.
cart focus. Absolutely trying to prevent attackers from picking that up. It's crucial.
Alright, one more Phoenix player
They're
in that
making
chaos room gets taken
About the
out.
same pace as Phoenix here in this section, especially because they're, focused so much on cart when they have that spawn advantage. You can really tell once cart clears this rail.
But those SMGs are up by Sarluin. Defi trying to challenge them with those pistols, or at least force the SMGs to not sit in just the
Okay, Cart
ideal
is
location. But as soon as he gets
already
distracted, that's when he hops in. Cart movement's still decent, but a little bit behind pace as Iron starts to get stopped little by little here. Oh, Sarluin, now he has to move in for the kill. Okay. He does get that kill there, or at least that assist.
If only assist showed. If only.
Whoa, that push by Iron was excellent. All at the exact same time, just about all 5 of them at
Group
once.
ups.
Phoenix
And they wiped
gets
3
rocked.
of them. That was a great team fight. And they're already
That
back
one
up
miss by
catching up on that
Rockets.
pace.
I think that might have been Big Boy J with the rockets, since those rockets are not firing anymore. He got taken out. Oh no, there's the rockets once again. They are back. Sarluin set up. But if nobody on Phoenix challenges this group up by Iron, okay.
Now they've got main rail locked down.
Yeah. Is that .com with the shield on the cart now? Who is
Yes
that?
it is.
With the shield
That is
shotgun, I
.com.
think that's a similar loadout that he likes to go for too. Good move in by Junko, trying to split up Phoenix's defense here. This is going to be a little bit of a cheeky flank here. Out of Junko, grabs that back dash. The rest of his team does go down as a result of this. He's kind
Just
of
trying to take down
banking on
rockets.
taking out those rockets. They're still alive. He's just in a
There's
covered
Big
position.
Boy.
Good kill on Big Boy J. Now where are those SMGs? Those SMGs are causing the team's trouble.
Big takes down to Brackers.
Good kill by Junko, but now he's not in a flanking position anymore. What is he going to get done here?
He hops
Those
back, gets on
SMGs.
cart, but dies to rockets. Here's
Those
that shield.
SMGs.
Ooh, the shotgun pick on main.
.com really playing for his team right now with the shield shotgun play and that moving in to try and stop that group push from happening.
Rockets are
Iron
still
is a
up
little
by
bit
Big
behind
Boy.
pace, but they still have a good chance of making it through this checkpoint if they can keep this consistency up and keep splitting. Phoenix is focused. B gets a lucky pick on the rockets. As long as he called it out, this is the time for Iron to move forward as soon as those last players respawn.
They got the group, they
Cannot
got the
just wait for
shots.
all 5 of them.
Also,
Rockets
Jedi
gonna
saying
be up.
Golem's letting loose tonight because you're confident.
Letting it loose. Anyways, man with the perm now moving in, has a sightline on that cart, possibly going to challenge those flankers. No, he stays focused on the objective there. He gets taken out. A little bit of movement for Iron. That push is dead.
Hostile up.
The last one left
Tries to
alive.
get
No
to
dash
us.
for him though.
Oh, goes down to Sarluin.
Sarluin, my goodness, really showing the proficiency with those dual SMGs, making it very difficult for Iron to get any sort of solid sideline as they push up. And that backup is excellent. He takes the sideline, and as soon as he gets pushed by multiple people, he backs up into his teammates. Good kills
Ooh,
on
toss
.com, double
clearing
kill
of
there out of
sideline.
Junko. This is the opportunity
is
for Iron to
moving.
start getting solid movement. If Man with the Perm gets taken out, Iron
Ooh,
is
toss
going
on.
to be able to keep this disrupted. .com fighting
Take it down.
all sorts of dead bodies. Dragon
They're keeping
gets
the
taken
pressure.
out, Junko hops in.
But minute 30 on the clock, it's getting dicey. They're definitely behind base at this point in time. This is when Phoenix made checkpoint.
See on the minimap, 2 Iron players move up into that flank. Man with the perm spots 4 and is now behind that cart. Dragon was looking for him but didn't see him in time and got taken out as a result. And now Man with the perm is in a nasty flanking position. He knows there's just about a little over 1 minute left, and this is when teams might
On the
start to get
5K.
desperate. It's just where you can't lose your focus. You need to stay together as a team as you push forward. If you lose that focus, you're going to lose time. Getting
.com's
wiped.
down.
.com, frustrated by no kill, gets killed.
There's a
Now
shield in
Defi
the
is
air.
looking. Where are those rockets? He's looking for those rockets.
There's
Oh,
3 of
good
them.
double kill
2
there.
dead, 2 dead.
Boy
There's a
and
third.
Sarluin, no SMGs.
Oh,
Defi goes for
Rakdos
cart
gets
movement,
the
but
pick.
Rakdos takes him out.
This is looking a little tight. Irons has a good record of getting in overtime, but this is starting to look like a pre-check at this point, and Phoenix just has this locked down.
Iron just can't lose focus. They can't get too desperate.
Racker's
They keep
going
moving
for
in
the
one
lead.
player at a time, and they're inevitably going to get shot up and taken out. Somehow Junko made it past that front line and
Touches
took
cart.
out the SMGs.
Rockets are in the back line though.
Okay. Big Boy J with the rockets. Okay. I knew he used rockets. You made me doubt myself because Man with the Perm is also very solid with the rocketeering, but
7,
maybe Phoenix just has a rotation of players. I wouldn't blame them. They have a lot of solid, heavy weapons
anyone
players.
get
But
the
1 second
overtime?
left on the
Oh!
time. Oh, good
That
rocket
is
timing.
a pre-check. That was an excellent red side hold by Phoenix though. That was
Oh, yeah.
absolutely insane.
And Iron had some very solid plays here. I think they just got a little bit too desperate at the end, as many teams do. They had to stay.
Absolutely. Let's see. Top kills for the map. Tide.com and Todd. Junko. 69 and 54 for Junko and 69 and 45 for .com. Just that survivability. Extremely impressive. Second to top kills though. No surprise. Jasar Lewin was completely demolishing the enemy with his SMGs 52-38. Man with a perm 43-44. Oh my gosh. That was an excellent play. But that was a pre-check by Phoenix. So we will be going on to a second map today, which will be a one and only quarry, because I like to call this the rock cycle. I'm curious if there will be a server change, as this was on Amsterdam.
Probably going to hop over to a US server.
Do you
yeah,
believe so?
yeah, there we go. So I guess we'll be back in it soon.
Meanwhile, feel free to read the scroll along the bottom of our updates for
Is
roster
that
changes.
added by the updates? Is that added by a bot, or do you type that in manually?
I typed that in manually. We go in,
Okay, fair
all
enough.
casters. Goose started the thread. We go in, we check most recent roster changes, and we update the match listings, which follow the roster changes.
No. The Goose has been a very solid addition to the caster commentary group. I'm very impressed with all the work he's put in.
Oh,
Very much
100%.
appreciate it.
We love
Everybody should be
Goose.
on the lookout for a Goose cast.
And his work with the circle cycle back, or cycle
yes.
circle back. I can't say it
Always.
right.
Cycle circle back.
There we go.
You heard it here first. I think we're considering changing the name per some suggestions, which is reasonable. And so we'll see how things work out for the second one.
Yeah,
It's going to be another fun time
absolutely.
though.
Meanwhile, we are back in for the second map of the day, which you switched over. And next up, we do have Quarry, like we did mention previously.
Doesn't look like any roster changes are going to be happening here. Junko for B, Defi, and Dragon for Iron. .com, Sarlu, and Name with Perm of Rackers, and Big Boy J for Phoenix on this quarry.
I am curious, was Dragon in at the opening for Red Side?
No, Dragon seems to have swapped with Shout. We'll have to reconvene on that later, but I figure that's due to some sort of connection issue or technical issue of some other sort on Shout's end. But regardless, here in the second map, Domination, going to be a very different ball game. And it's once again going to be a bit of an uphill battle for Iron.
It's gonna be rough. I can honestly say that. I will say Phoenix was the favorite on that poll, so I'm gonna throw a new poll in the chat for you guys for who you think will take the quarry today.
Now that said, I'm not sure exactly what Phoenix has in store for their strategy on quarry, or if they'll even claim to have a strategy on quarry. As a lot of the times you send .com through that tunnel, and as long as you can take that dash over and over, and you prevent the enemy from getting it, that's an entire route to your base, to Phoenix's base, locked down that they don't have to worry about, and that makes fighting for B, not be the player of course, and be the point, all that much more difficult for Iron. But if they're able to at least prevent .com from getting into their base, that would be a huge bonus for Iron. And I think Iron actually has that decent ability to play together that could really help them out on B. I expect if they're going to dominate anywhere between the two routes, B and Tunnel, B is actually going to be the advantage for Iron, the opportunity for Iron. As long as they can get their own base and get B, and push forward together, and catch Phoenix out disconnected from each other, they have a chance here at taking this map, or at least getting some points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like the teams are just about ready to start. And we are off. They might need a team chat mutator? If, they remember?
I miss the days when we could have the League payload mutator.
There we go!
Okay.
They knew. They knew.
Yeah.
Okay. We will get back to the show.
Both teams giving us the thumbs up. That means we're hopping in whenever they press the start button, I suppose.
Should be fun. Let's get to it. Quarry time. If they're all ready. There we go.
There we go. Iron versus Phoenix.
Let's get to it.
And Iron does have that red color, so as long as they have their one pair of dash is perfect, they're just about guaranteed to get that dash on the B button. And it is, for those who are new to Dash League, we forgot to mention this in the payload, but once you have control of all three buttons for a few seconds, there will be a countdown, and you'll get points if you can control those buttons for all of the countdown.
Meanwhile,
Now,
Phoenix, Iron never grabbed their home button. Interesting.
Red takes A.
There we go. They just
Red
grabbed
takes
it.
B.
A little bit of a delay there on that start.
I think they must have not been going for any sort of quick point that
Blue
Phoenix
takes A.
can a little bit more solidly expect to get. And there we go, man with the perm, getting a hit on Iron's base. Iron only has control of B at this time, but 4 has had some pretty excellent positioning, and now they move forward. No kill there. That's really going to hurt 4 as he's down with low health. He needs to go back for some dash, some health as well, and he gets caught out in the open and spotted.
backdash
He uses
there.
flare of his position and takes him out.
Cesar with 1 HP.
Red takes C.
Iron just about gets their base back and gets Phoenix's base. Once again, it seems like whichever team has control of the B button is cursed to lose control of their own base and the enemy base. It's just a back and forth here,
Also,
waiting
Phoenix
for the equilibrium.
did have a couple roster changes. They have Smod and
takes C.
X626 in. So
True,
they took
true.
out a Brackers. So maybe Smod will be popping off
Red
this map as he has
team
great
scores
instances
three.
accuracy. Meanwhile, Iron with a countdown. Ooh, the
Whoa.
4 players at B,
Oh.
that was insane. Oh, the pick by Cesar with the shotgun!
Whoa!
Jessica's on a
Sar
4K.
Lewin.
Oh, 6K
Triple kill.
actually. If you look at the kill feed on the right.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Three in a row
Countdown
right there.
flips.
3 in a row earlier too.
He's
Countdown
just
for Phoenix are
waiting.
brutal here. Sarluin just wants to prevent that B counter.
The
But if somebody
patience.
goes above him and he doesn't hear it,
Blue
then
team
what's he going to
score
do about it?
counter.
Iron is desperately just trying to get their
Oh,
own base
Deppy.
back. He moves in, gets taken out by B, who gets the button counter
Another
once again.
countdown,
Phoenix,
3
another
players up.
countdown, but there's 3 Iron players left alive. Can they get the counter on B button?
Only 2 players up, B and Deppy.
Another countdown.
Oh my gosh.
This is desperate from both teams. Just trying to get the team wipes that they need to actually make that countdown turn into a point, or that countdown turn
Come on, take it
into
down.
a more forward presence.
B
Another
can't get back
countdown
in
for
time.
Phoenix.
They're in
Can
the
Iron make
base.
it back in time? Do they have the dashes? Just barely.
Looks like IV is lagging out a little bit.
Must be. He's on the same Wi-Fi as Shout at least most days, so it could be that having 2 players on the same Wi-Fi was hurting them in the end to today. Whoa, good kill by Junko. Now trying to lock down
Excellent.
that flank. 2 kills.
Grabs
Is this
their
the
second dash,
opportunity
grabs their
to get a
button.
countdown? Can Iron get B?
Oh, he immediately knows. X46 takes him down.
Still there. Good kill on B as well.
takes C.
Experiment 66 grabs Phoenix's base back, moves into the tunnel. Does not prevent
Ooh,
that dash
nice
grab,
pick
but
on
does get the kill
Junko.
on the dash grabber.
Not on a 5k right now.
Whoa.
Counter.
We get some Smog POV. Where's he at? Is he mostly playing on
He's on E part. Oh, almost a full team. Like only 2
countdown for
players up.
Phoenix. Only B and 4 left alive.
Nice counter
he
by
goes
B.
into the
Last
counter. Where is
second.
4? 4 must be going
4
for
just
the
killed
B button.
Tassar.
Okay. Still there.
Ooh, B
Good
take it out.
catch
Cleaning
by-
the base.
by B.
Great way to check those corners. Smod in tunnel right now. Not lots of trades.com just strolling down the tunnel.
Red
About to
takes
grab
B.
their
unchecked.
button, but they have
Now-
B.
Blue takes B. Blue
He's now in
team
Iron space,
scores
and
in
B just
three
about
counter.
missed seeing that dash out of
Ooh, nice
.com,
pick on
but does
.com.
get the kill there.
Red
Oh my
takes
gosh,
C.
look at that scoreboard. B tearing things
takes
up
C.
for Team Iron
Blue takes
this
C.
moment of time, especially with the base defense. I think a lot of those kills came from killing button holders on Phoenix's side. He's been jumping in just the right moments. .com.
Countered.
Going for
Spot
a
on
little
the
bit of a
button.
hide here as
And with
Phoenix
the perm as
goes for
well.
the countdown, but B gets that kill once again. Defends the button. He is the king button defender here. Gets a kill on Man of the Perm. Holds that button too. No dashes for Experiment 626.
Dragon
You
leaving
do
the
get a dash
Blue team
when you hit that button.
Grabs it on the back in, take it down. Only 2 players up. Double
Blue
hell.
team
Oh
wins this
man,
round.
I think
Okay.
Defy had to reload there. so
Also,
that's the
shout
first point for
in the
Phoenix.
chat saying shout out to CP1 for being useless. Unfortunate.
I agree. The cable on the CB1 is
One.
flippant.
Go.
That's the nicest thing I can say about it.
C.
Flippant.
I'm going through the tunnel. Very fast to the left here. Messed it up a little bit though, so Junko does guarantee the .com does not have the dash abilities.
Another
Oh
countdown
my
for
gosh,
Phoenix, only
the
2
action
players
was
up.
there.
Blue
Ooh,
team
last second counter.
Iron still has decent control of the B button, so all this presence in Iron space is not doing anything until Phoenix can get B back. But they're going to have to commit some players to B, like .com, flanking onto it, looking for any of those red team players. Oh, what's going on here?
Blue takes B.
It's not live.
Something in the... whatever. So .com moving back towards Iron's button, gets a hit there, not committing to any sort of actual countdown though. He's just going to be going for a couple kills, takes out B, who's been a big thorn in Phoenix's side. Now .com out of dashes, out of options, is stuck on that health pack, and the rest of Iron does take him out. All of Iron is together, not aware, I think, that one Phoenix player was about to sneak through the tunnel. They did get that kill on 626.
Smod taking another
Now
pick.
Smod-
Smod POV.
Whoa,
Ooh, taken out by
Defy.
Defy.
Oh my goodness, we just got on Smod's POV, but Defy just had to go ahead and get that kill there.
Crushed
Is
your
looking
dreams.
for that last
I'm
player.
so sorry.
Blue takes B.
No, it's okay. It's all Defy's fault. We can blame him later. Iron very solid on their control of B. I'm very impressed. And like I said, they've been struggling to really prevent any sort of forward momentum by Phoenix through that tunnel. Phoenix has been able to get Iron's base, or at least tap it a couple times pretty consistently, whereas Iron has been struggling to do the same.
Tassar gets the countdown, 2 players up, just Dragon and IV. Dragon trying to make it to their base.
Can they
Gets
get the counter there? Oh, they do!
Nice.
In 3.
Another countdown, 3 players up.
Countered.
Ooh, someone should have been
This is
holding
going
that
to be
button there.
This is going to be a
Dragon
close one.
glitching
I
out a
think
little more.
Star looking for that last kill, does get it.
Players, he's pushing into their base as well. Grabs their dash, gets a pick.
Another
grabs the
mid-dash
count.
kill is just going for the kills though.
Oh, man with the
understand
perm.
why,
Also-
but- oh no, he spots both of them.
Covers.
Dragon almost gets the double
B
kill.
takes the pick. That was a nice clean there. All of their players are respawning, but .com grabs another, but Iron has pushed into
Does
B.
get the dash, and why did he? Oh, he
Rockets on
rocket.
kill himself. That's what we call a self-destruction.
That's one way to clear your base. Now all of Phoenix respawn and has control of B for now. But
B in the
.com
tunnel
starts to
with
move through the tunnel.
SMGs.
Good kill by B. Gets the
Get the
health.
button.
And now is going to move in.
Oh, countdown for Iron.
Yet.
3
Okay,
players up.
countdown, but X66 is going to
Counter.
hit the counter.
Whew, I just had enough dash for that.
I'm gonna say I'm impressed with how long Iron has been holding on. They've not
Blue takes
looked
A.
like the significantly lesser team on this map. They've
They've
looked
lost
like
their
a team
own
that has a
button.
chance to score and win here. And they just need to keep that up and try and adapt to Phoenix's playstyle through that tunnel, which so far it looks like putting B through tunnel has been a solid
Ooh.
choice. Stealing that dash. Just like .com cannot get into their base. B moves in, is going to have to contend with whoever on Phoenix just
Blue
respawned,
takes
and is aware of
B.
that, looking for those dash trails, or just waiting for dashes and waiting for the rest of his team to get control. Oh no, 2 players snuck past B. Now B has to commit to getting that far dash and then hitting that button as a counter.
Oh, Smod
But he gets
sees him.
spotted! Smod takes him out.
Mongobi takes down trades with IB.
In
Only
3,
tossed up.
2,
Only
One.
Junko. Can he get the counter?
Blue team
No, he cannot.
wins
He was
this
stuck out of
round.
position.
When
That was
both
very
screens
well
dead
timed.
stream. Oof.
That double kill by Smod was huge for Phoenix. Very well timed there.
Match point.
Now Phoenix is 1 away
Blue
from
takes
victory
C.
on this second map. If they win here, that's it. That's the end of it. No control
Red
point.
takes
Iron's pressure is on to get another countdown.
Also, they're
2 more
playing
points to tie it
4
up.
players at B.
Blue takes A.
I guess they're just fully committing to trying to control that B button and stick together.
Blue team
Oh, countdown.
scores.
Players up.
2,
Oh, but they're all out of position. Nobody has that far dash.
Blue team
Oh,
Phoenix
wins.
took
that
advantage of the
is
situation.
the 3-0.
That was
See. Yeah. That does give Phoenix the 2 win for today, as Phoenix did pre-check Iron on that payload if you just tuned in. Right now, top kills for the map does go to Smod with 29 kills and 19 deaths for Phoenix. Right behind was Iron B, 28 and 22. But top scoring overall does, of course, go to .com with all those button presses. Excellent job by both teams, though, but that does collapse the map. I will say Iron does have a doubleheader today, so they do have a chance in their second match of the day to try to regain some of that MMR loss.
not just lock in with their strategy, but a decent amount of their individual skill here, and a little bit of their strategy and their group pushes, both on the domination and the payload. They have an opportunity to take on these heavy hitter teams like Phoenix. We saw that here today. There was just a few missed opportunities that made the big difference that we saw today between Phoenix and Iron. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah,
And congratulations
absolutely.
to Phoenix, of course, for winning.
Excellent job by both teams. Definitely not how we were expecting those playoffs
Yeah.
to win, but hey, your predictions did come true as they did take both of those maps. I was so hoping for it to reach a control point today, but I'm excited for Iron's next match of the day, though. So make sure you guys tune in for that. That is at 7:30 p.m. EST versus UNSC, so another Dash tier matchup. It will be interesting to see how those lineups have changed, as Iron and UNSC have swapped players, as Rusty did join UNSC and Laz joined Iron, and Laz will be able to play in that match as he sat out this one. So we'll see what's happening. Make sure you guys stay tuned to Dash League Network, and if you haven't already, do be hitting that like, subscribe, and follow, as these are the seeds that help grow a thriving community. Not Gollum, any final words?
I hope to see you guys in the next one.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. This was your host, Jaded, aka Little Tipsy. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day.